A maths practice video by Andrew Brodie from AB Education. Trigonometry 2. Finding the size of a side using sine. If you've watched Trigonometry 1, you know that we can use trigonometry to find the sizes of angles in a right-angled triangle. The long side is called the hypotenuse. The side next to the angle we call the adjacent. The only side that doesn't touch the angle is called the opposite. We use sine, cosine and tangent, otherwise known as sin, cos and tan. Now look at SOHCAHTOA. Remember that sine is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. Let's look at the sine part only. It can help if the letters are arranged in a calculation triangle, similar to the calculation triangle you may use in speed, distance, time questions. Here, it's easy to see that sin x is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse because the O is above the H. But in the same way, notice that H must be equal to O over sin x. And O must be equal to sin x times H, but it's best to write the H before the sin x. Here we have to find the length of the side marked M. We can see that M is the longest side, so it must be the hypotenuse. It's really important to recognise that the 7 centimetres is opposite the 35-degree angle, so we know that O is 7 centimetres. Look at the calculation triangle. H must be equal to O over sin x. So M must be equal to 7 divided by sin 35. On the calculator, type 7 divided by sin 35 equals, to get the answer, 12.204 to 3 decimal places. So the final answer is 12.2 centimetres to 1 decimal place. With this triangle we have to find the length of the side marked N, which we can see is opposite the 42-degree angle. Look at the calculation triangle. The S and the H are both below the O, so we say that O must be equal to S times H. It's best to write this out as O equals H times sin x. So N equals 9.2 times sin 42. Type this into the calculator to get the answer 6.156 to 3 decimal places, which we can round up to 6.2 centimetres to 1 decimal place. Look again at what you need to know. Learn which side is which in relation to the angle you are given. O, A and H are shown with the green triangle. Look where they go on the purple triangle. H is the long side, A is next to the angle we're using, and O is opposite the angle. Learn SOHCAHTOA. Use the calculation triangle to find these 3 equations. Sin x or sine x equals O over H. H equals O over sin x. O equals sin x times the hypotenuse, but write it O equals H times sin x.